Hello everybody and welcome to my guide on structure decks in Master Duel. Structure decks can be an excellent point to start your Master Duel journey, or can provide a seasoned player generic UR cards at a reasonable price. Today I'll tell you all about which decks are the strongest, which are the most beginner friendly, and which has the best generic URs that we can use in other decks. Before we get into that, consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing so you don't miss future content. So first up, we're gonna look at the structure decks I recommend you buy if you want a powerful deck. Note that you should always buy 3 of a structure deck if you're planning on building the archetypes deck. This makes sure that you have a playset of all of the cards included. Let's start off with a bang with Ninja. This deck has proven itself as a strong and viable option in ranked ladder, and was for a long time my #1 structure deck. The ninjas are known for their preference for face-down monsters and flip effects. It primarily focuses on fusion summoning with a secondary focus on links. The deck's true strength comes from the disruption that we can set up through its powerful spells and traps that allow special summoning ninjas from the deck, bringing out monsters like Mitsu for negates and Jayo for a double floodgate trap hole. Maisen and Jagamaru are the boss monsters for the deck, and their easy summoning conditions and powerful effects are key to winning many games. About 6 months have passed since the structure deck's release, and ninjas have stood the test of time. It's shown that it can still compete on the ladder and has several registered Master 1 players on MasterDuelMeta this season. So if you're curious and you want more information, check out my video covering the deck, link below. Swordsoul. The Swordsoul structure deck was just released and it's proven itself to be the most powerful of them all. They're a synchro-focused deck and offers a simple yet strong strategy that summons powerful monsters from the extra deck, uses its spells and traps to disrupt the opponent, and can even floodgate with Arch Nemesis Protoss, but that isn't included in the structure deck. The main gimmick of Swordsoul is that they are a 1-card synchro. The main deck monsters Taya, Moye and Longone can all summon Swordsoul tokens, which acts as the tuner, allowing for a level 8 or level 10 synchro summoning, which usually ends up being Chijiao and Baron for their negate effects. Be careful though, this structure deck is only available for a limited time through a campaign, and it's unknown if it will be added to the store once it's over. I've linked my video covering the campaign in the description so you can follow the guide and claim your Swordsoul deck as soon as possible. All in all, Swordsoul is not only a competitive option, but also a deck that's perfect for beginners, since the combo is not overly complex and the cards are relatively easy to understand. It also contains more URs than the usual structure deck, offering an easier and quicker build into a competitive deck. So regardless if you're a new player or a seasoned one, I highly recommend the structure deck. And just as with ninjas, I have a video covering the basics of the deck and showing the standard combo. I'll link it below as well. Salamangreat, they stand out as a premier choice for structure deck. It's a fire cybers deck with a focus on link summoning and just a touch of Xyz. It has lots of tools to swarm the field and link climb into powerful monsters like Decode Talker Heat Soul and Access Code Talker. It's a very consistent deck with a straightforward game plan that hasn't changed in a while, which can be a comfort to new players as there is a lot of information and guides out there to help you play the deck optimally. It creates robust boards with negates and destruction and can easily close out games through Update Jammer and Access Code Talker. A fine starter deck for any player, as it comes with nearly every card you need to play the archetype at its full power, so you don't have to invest all of your crafting points to get it to its playable state. If you're looking for a new deck to pick up, Salamangreat stands out as a fantastic option. It's a stepping stone for new and returning players, helping them to understand the new link mechanics and a more modern style of play. Blackwing. It's been almost a year since its release, and this deck themed around Dark Winged Beast has established itself as a solid choice, especially for fans of synchro summoning. The Blackwings have access to a number of unique cards, like an in-archetype effect veiler Chinook, Twin Shadow allowing the user to synchro summon using banished monsters or monsters in the graveyard on the opponent's turn. Sharnga is a quick effect pop from graveyard while also being a tuner that can special summon itself. All in all, this is an impressive synchro combo deck. Slightly more complicated than the others shown here today, but it's rewarding if you learn it. And this deck has not been stagnant for this past year. More recent builds includes cards like Dispater, Draco Berserker and Archfiend Abyss to set up disruption and interaction with the opponent, and Bystials have also made their way into this deck and provide easy fodder for synchro summoning. Whether you're a longtime fan or a newcomer considering which structure deck to delve into, Blackwing offers a fun and rewarding experience. And I have a video on my channel covering the deck in depth, though it is slightly outdated at this point. Alright, and that wraps up my recommendations for decks, but what if you aren't looking for a completely new deck, but rather bolstering your existing one? No worries, I have you covered too. Let's take a look at the best generic URs hiding within the structure decks. First up is Dragonmaid. This deck contains both Red MD, a vital combo piece in Dragon Link and generic support for any dragon decks out there, but also contains Heavenly Spears, which is a great link to with Disruption, which is also usable in any dragon deck. Then we have Spiral Spear Strike, the Gaia structure deck, and here we find the Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos, which is a generic Link 3 with excellent protection, OTK potential, and removal. It's truly a diamond in the rough. And alongside its Link variant, we also find the old school Envoy of the Beginning, and this card has long since passed its heyday, but it's still far from completely useless. Vortex of Magic, the Dark Magician structure deck. And here we're looking for two specific cards, Magician's Soul and Illusion of Chaos. A very powerful combo of cards that are played in a vast array of different decks, allowing for special summoning and card draw. Immortal Glory or the Zombie structure deck. If you're building a zombie deck, you'd be a fool not to pick up at least one copy of Immortal Glory. In here we find both Unizombie, an amazing tuner, and Zombie World, a floodgate field spell that plays well with most modern zombie support. Magician of Pendulum, the Pendulum structure deck. As I was building my Exodia deck, I was surprised to learn that Time Star Magician is available through this structure deck. It is quite niche, but it saved me 30 UR crafting points. Cybernetic Successor or the Cyberdark structure deck. In here we find Fusion Deployment, a card that is commonly played in Branded but works as generic fusion support for any deck that can utilize it. It allows you to special summon a fusion material from your hand or deck. And Burning Spirits, the Salamangreat deck. The Salamangreat structure deck really does provide excellent value, as not only is the deck strong on its own, but it also contains one of the best cyber support cards in the game, Signet Mining. Decode Talker Heat Soul is another fantastic card that can be found in here. And this wraps up my structure deck guide. Check the description for links and my channel for guides on how to play the decks. Thank you guys for watching, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.